Welcome to a special edition of Sailing Doodles. In this episode, we have a YouTube star aboard, so we motor up to Cabo Pulmo to do some scuba diving and then sail back to Cabo San Lucas. So we're about to head out and go sailing. We have a special guest with us today. It's Dylan Magaster. There you go.
How's it going?
So he has a channel on YouTube called Alternative Living Spaces, and basically tell him you have a van that you've converted. I mean, tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I've got a 1992 Chevy G20 that I converted into a mobile home. I've been traveling in that for a little over a year and a half, and I post videos on alternative styles of living. I make short documentaries of tiny houses, vans, boats, tree houses, all that kind of stuff. That's all posted on youtube.com/Dylan Magaster, and that's what I do. And now we're gonna go sailing.
Yeah, so I'll put a link to his in the show notes, plus there's probably one popping up right here somewhere, I don't know. And also, kind of a cool thing in the future, so that's why he's coming sailing with us this time, is that he is wanting to transition a little bit into sailing.
Yeah, the plan is to go to the Mediterranean, somehow commandeer a boat.
Right, that's the hard part.
And then sail the Mediterranean.
All right, so check him out, subscribe to his channel, and then we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going scuba diving.
Absolutely.
It'll be a fun trip.
Yeah, I'm excited.
All right, let's go. Dylan and his friend Rael joined us, and we motored out of Cabo Bay.
We were up for a beautiful sunrise, and then we're ready to go scuba diving.
We're actually being picked up from the boat today, so that's going to be kind of cool.
Yes.
Yeah. Hand me those there. Yeah. Each regulator.
All right, you guys ready to go dive Cabo Pulmo?
Ready to go dive.
That's great. Should be a good time. Hopefully we don't die while diving.
I'm ready.
How about you, Laura?
You ready?
Yeah. I'm ready all morning.
It was really nice because it was only about a 10-minute ride over to the dive spot. Cabo Pulmo is considered one of the best dive spots on the Sea of Cortez, so if you get the chance, you should check it out. We anchored next to Cabo Pulmo at Los Frailes, which is a sleepy little fisherman's camp. It's amazing how there can be shacks built out of plywood, and right next door, there's some pretty high-dollar homes. The fishermen have a pretty interesting way of landing their pangas. After a couple fun nights out on the hook, it was time to head back to Cabo. Dylan was wanting to learn a little bit about sailing, so I did my best to show him the ropes. It was a short 6-hour sail, and we were back to Cabo San Lucas.
My name's Dylan Magaster, and this is my van Gladys. She's a 1992 Chevy G20. I bought Gladys in Maine, in the United States, with 65,000 miles. I bought Gladys for $2,000, and now she has over 100,000 miles, and she's quite built out. When I bought Gladys, there was nothing in here. There was just a wheelchair lift right here, and a chair back there, and the rest was empty. So I had to gut all of it out, and then I built what you see today. And I originally had a pretty basic build, and then I've added quite a bit in the last like 6 months, because now I'm traveling with Rael, and with 2 people you need more things, and it's quite a bit nicer now. It's got 12 gallons of fresh water. You got a refrigerator from Dometic. It runs on 12 volt. It can also run on 110. And it's really efficient. One of the things I really like about it is if your batteries are running low, it doesn't cycle on. Stove, which is running off of propane. Down here I've got a gallon of propane. Recently added this. This is just like a tool pouch that I use to hold all sorts of stuff. Shears, salt, coffee. Best way to eat that we found, spork chopsticks. It's the way to do it. We got lighting in here, that's all 12 volt. Everything's run off of solar. I've got 200 watts of solar on top, and then right down here, I've got 200 amp hours of batteries, which we can lift that up and kind of see. that seems to meet my needs for the most part. Got a drone, we got camera gear. This is the bed. The bed, there's all storage underneath the bed. Keep clothes here. This here is an extension for me because I'm too tall for this bed. Got storage up here. This is a handle. It was originally built because like the bed is broken into 3 stages. So this middle stage hinges and folds up, and one of these would come down, hold it, and then you've got a couch. But that never happens. So now it's just like this handle to move around with, which is actually pretty handy. Everything in here I've installed and built myself, except for this. This was built by Abel's Hill. I really like this. This is a third bookshelf, a third catch-all, and then underneath it, right here, it divides, and then that's all storage down there. But that is so I can pick this up and move it, and then swivel this seat so that it will face forward or backwards. And whenever it's back like this, it really opens up the space, and you feel like you've got kind of like a little living room going on. Recently added a paper towel holder. That was a nice, you know, live in luxury now. So living in a van, one of the main obstacles is going to be like just personal hygiene, because you're living in a confined space, which is going to be more dirty because you're like living in the world, and then also you're not going to have proper like showering facilities and stuff like that, which you can get around all of that by like using friends, using a solar shower, all that kind of stuff. But one thing that I've found very helpful is to have like an assortment of different oils so that you can keep your skin healthy. Neem oil, vitamin E, we've got all sorts of different ones just to keep all the things good and healthy. On the outside, we've got a light bar. That's incredibly helpful when in places that don't have street lamps. Super helpful. Obviously the solar panels right here. We've got an ARB awning, which is nice. That was a nice addition to be able to, because like having that extends your living space out to here, because like you extend it and the pools go out to here, and so you basically just like, this is all my space now. Recently mounted my gym. It's just a 45-pound plate. That's how I do it, like all my working out on the road. This is how I work out. I just throw it around. Really get a good workout by doing stuff like that. On the back, you gotta have first aid. We've got a big first aid kit, like an emergency medical kit on the inside, and then we've got a quick access first aid kit on the exterior, which has been helpful. We've got a TTR 125 dirt bike, which has come in handy. It's pretty fun. Found this on a beach. There's a dead turtle, like halfway decomposed, and so we cut off its head because turtle skulls look pretty gnarly. And so this will be going right there. And that will really pull it all together. 2 gallons of spare gas. Max tracks for whenever you get stuck, because that definitely happens. And then a solar shower that it's debatable if it works or not. And then some spare tires. When you need to get on the roof, you just climb up these hinges here, and then you're on the roof. So no need for a ladder when you've got feet.
All right, guys, we had a successful sail. It was a lot of fun. Kind of a sketchy landing, but we made it. So cheers to that. Cheers. Cheers. But it was a lot of fun having you on board, and thank you so much for joining us. And he's Dylan Magaster on YouTube, so how else can they find you any other way?
If you want to check me out or follow my adventures, you can find me at dylanmagaster.com or youtube.com/Dylan Magaster. Dylan Magaster on Instagram, Twitter, all the things. Dylan Magaster.
So if you just search Dylan Magaster, you'll find it, whatever it is. So, all right.
Thanks for having me. I had a great time.
Yeah,
good. Hopefully we can sail on your boat someday.
Absolutely.
That'd be cool.
All right, we'll do it. We'll do it.
pay me 5,000 pesos.
Oh, he wants to pay you 5,000 pesos.
Gracias, señor. Buen día.
Buen dia.
Stop.
All right, guys. It's been a lot of fun traveling with you, and look forward to seeing you again sometime soon.
Yeah, it's been exceptionally fun. Thanks for having us on the boat, and thanks for everything.
Yeah, anytime.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
Take care.
Bye.